African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 12th of October, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces in the Liptsov and Volchansk directions inflicted defeat on the formations of the 57th Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 113th Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Veliki Prokity and Volchansky Kuters in the Kharkiv region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 110 servicemen, 8 vehicles, and a 122mm howitzer D-30. A warehouse of material was destroyed. Units of the West Group of Forces have taken up more advantageous lines and positions. The manpower and equipment of the 14th, 30th, 53rd, 63rd, 77th Mechanized and 3rd Assault Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Petropavlivka, Berestovoy in the Kharkiv region, Grigorovka in the Donetsk People's Republic, Chervona Dybrova and Novoegorovka in the Luhansk People's Republic, as well as the Olivovsky Yar ravine. 2 counterattacks by Ukrainian assault groups were repelled. The enemy's losses amounted to 465 servicemen, a tank, 2 combat armored vehicles, 10 cars, a 155mm howitzer M114 made in the USA, a 122mm self-propelled artillery unit Gvozdika, a 122mm howitzer D-30 and a 105mm gun L119 made in the UK. 3 ammunition depots were destroyed. As a result of active actions by units of the Southern Group of Troops, the formations of the 23rd, 24th, 30th, 33rd Mechanized, 5th Assault and 81st Airmobile Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Chasov Yar, Katarinovka, Zaliznyansk, Minkovka, Stupachki, Antonovka, and Serebryanka of the Donetsk People's Republic. 2 counterattacks by enemy assault groups were repelled. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 640 servicemen, an infantry fighting vehicle, 8 vehicles, a Swedish-made 155mm self-propelled artillery unit Archer, a US-made 155mm howitzer M777, a 152mm howitzer MSTB, and 2 122mm howitzers D-30. 6 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces continued to advance deep into the enemy's defenses. Manpower and equipment of the 110th Mechanized, 142nd, 152nd Motorized Infantry, 95th Airborne Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 38th Marine Brigade, the 109th Territorial Defense Brigade, and the 14th National Guard Brigade were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Dmitrov, Novodmitrovka, Seladovo, Druzhba, and Sukhaya Baka of the Donetsk People's Republic. 7 counterattacks by assault groups of the 100th Mechanized Brigade and the 49th Assault Battalion of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were repelled. The enemy's losses amounted to 490 servicemen, 8 vehicles, a 152mm D-20 gun, and a 100mm Raptor cannon. Units of the East Group of Forces have improved their tactical position. The formations of the 58th Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 21st Brigade of the National Guard were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Velika Novosyolka and Oktyabr of the Donetsk People's Republic. 3 counterattacks by assault groups of the 72nd Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 123rd Territorial Defense Brigade were repelled. The enemy lost up to 140 servicemen and 11 vehicles. An ammunition depot was destroyed. Units of the Dnepr Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the 31st, 118th Mechanized, 141st Infantry Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, the 36th Marine Brigade, the the 103rd and 108th Territorial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Kazatskoye in the Kherson region, Kamenskoye, Novodanilovka, Belogorye, and Malotok-Machka in the Zaporizhia region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 70 servicemen, 7 vehicles, a 155mm self-propelled artillery unit Bogdana, an 85mm divisional gun D-44, and a radio-electronic warfare station Dukovely-D. An ammunition depot was destroyed. Operational tactical aviation, strike unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of the Russian armed forces groups inflicted damage on energy infrastructure facilities that supported the operation of the military-industrial complex. Concentrations of enemy manpower and military equipment in 146 areas. Air defense systems shot down 11 U.S.-made HIMARS rockets and 125 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. Since the beginning of the special military operation, a total of 646 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 33,544 unmanned aerial vehicles, 582 anti-aircraft missile systems, 18,611 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,470 multiple launch rocket systems, 16,048 field artillery pieces and mortars, and 27,197 special military vehicles have been destroyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.